Alright. Hello, hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. As the title suggests, we're going to do Stardew Valley today. And I went through the trouble of creating our profile beforehand so I don't take like 3 hours deciding. The purpose of my name is, of course, Fragaria, which is the scientific name for strawberry, or at least a family name of strawberry, like one of the branches for berries. Fae for fairy farm. I couldn't really quite decide what our farm was gonna be. I was thinking of strawberry farm, but I didn't really want to restrict myself to farming only strawberries. So we went with Fae farm. Berry, coconut milk. Couldn't fit strawberry in there, so I'll just have to stick with berry instead. I went as black and white as I can for a character. Cats look bad for your own funeral, right? Of course, our semi-black and white cat too, except for its little pink nose. Very adorable, who is going to be with us on our journey. We're gonna pick the Four Corners farm. I'm debating on getting that or the Forest farm, which is really good too, but I feel like the Four Corners farm makes everything feel a little cleaner and gives us a lot more options in terms of loots, such as having our own little rock generator on the farm. Can go there without going too far. Of course, it's not too big of a deal later down in the game, but we really don't need that much land in our main farm with Ginger Island and such existing in the game already, so we're gonna stick with that. Without further ado, let's get started. And hopefully, streaming gives me a chance to finally complete this game. I've been wanting to finish Stardew Valley 100% since the day I got it, but I never really have the motivation to do so. I get bored real fast. But, maybe this will allow me to make Grandpapa proud. Oh, of course, no mods. Just classic Stardew Valley. Here we are, in our little jail cell. We're working next to Woody, Bob, and Theresa. And then there's us. Pale as paper from not having to see the sun in 30 years. And look, what's this? Dear Fargaria, if you're reading this, you must be in a dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lose sight of what matters the most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed a deed to that place, my pride and joy, Fae Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley, on the southern coast. It is the perfect place to start your new life. This is my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you're honored a family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will you? Be sure to do that, Grandpapa. Hello, you must be Fargaria. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. What a great farm, Robin. Mayor Lewis did a wonderful job cleaning it. This is Fae Farm. What's the matter? Oh, a lot. Nothing. Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath the mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandpa's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. Yeah, no kidding. It is cute though, honestly. I really like this house. Rustic, it's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Robin, you are lucky. I need your skills. Don't listen to her, Fargaria. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so you'll buy one of her house upgrades. Anyways, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you opt to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. Oh, hello, Plums. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's been a while since I last saw you around. Very excited to see you, though. Today, we're chilling in Stardew Valley. Been a long while since I played this game. And I have over 600 hours on it, and I never 100%ed it before. So, I am hoping that streaming give me enough motivation to actually 100% it. I just finished up the semester. My goodness. That is true, isn't it? My baby brother is finishing his semester too. All those exams and final exams. Oh, thank goodness I'm done with that already. You know, a master's degree is just mostly essays. Just writing essays all day and night. The townspeople would appreciate that. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Breathe in that fresh motor air from your computer. Oh, no wonder. Oh, no worries, Plums. Honestly, same here. Oh my god, for the first time in my life, I have been avoiding TikTok. There's so much spoilers on TikTok. But I'm very happy to see you again, though. Since I'm playing Stardew Valley, no spoilers here whatsoever. Welcome to Kazoo 5, your #1 source for weather news and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Alright, let's turn on our fireplace. And get started on this. Gotta get used to the controls again. And then hop ourselves into the mines as soon as possible. Now then, we do want a chest for day 1, definitely. And I do believe we need to be at least foraging level 1 to collect those little seeds. Without level 1, we just break them. So you don't want to break them right now. Anyways, Plums, how have you been? Other than the stressful days of schooling, of course. Although I imagine it probably takes up most of your time, so no worries if you haven't been doing anything else other than school and games. I think that's most of our lives these days. Oh, whoops. Oh. Model. Oh no, model emergency. Okay, there you go. Alright, and of course, to anyone not familiar with my model creator, the link is in my description if you want to check her out. She actually came up with a new model for the one I'm using. Well, not really a new model, but like an upgraded version of it. I haven't updated my model, of course, because I'm not very tech savvy, and even setting this one up took me like 3 hours. So I'll hold back on the new updates until I absolutely cannot use it anymore. But currently, doing fine, doing fine. Doing fine with this one. Oh, Plums. It's alright. Thank goodness we have modern technology to keep us entertained right at home. Why is it altering? What are you doing? Alright. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's really strange. Okay, hopefully that fixes it. It does not. Okay. Well. This is not good. I guess for some reason. Maybe I can lock it somehow. I think I've... Oops. Unlocked my model the last time I was using it. No, it do appear to be locked. I wonder what's the difference. Maybe the contents of Stardew Valley is somehow more unique than Honkai games. Alright, well, I guess I'll just have to do the scrolling then. No more number presses for me. I'll just scroll my way to changing tools and weapons. Technology is most certainly both a blessing and a curse. The amounts of knowledge we get, but the amounts of knowledge we're burdened with. Sometimes the knowledge is overbearing, isn't it? Anyways, on to more light-hearted topics. I made my character as close as to my model as I can, giving her gray skin and, you know, a black outfit. There's a black t-shirt as one of the skins too, of course, but I thought, you know, maybe a tuxedo fits us a little more, and it's also making us looking spiffy rather than just a plain black shirt. So far, no plans for a husband, really. But we might take in Crepus as our roommates in this game. Alright. We just need a few more sticks to make our chest. Yes, this is unmodded Stardew. I have tried Stardew modded before, but really isn't my cup of tea. I guess maybe it's just because I'm not good with technology or something, but my save files somehow keeps getting corrupted every time I play modded. It's like I'm cursed to play classic Stardew for my eternity. But you know, that being said, I have heard that Concerned Abe is working with modders for his next update to make it a lot more easy to access for people like me who is bad with technology. Yeah, mods are quite finicky, since, you know, currently mods, you have to go into the files itself to change it, unlike Don't Starve or anything like that, where just one click activates it. But hopefully in the future, when the game updates, which is next update I believe, is when he's gonna make it a lot easier and a lot more powerful for modders and mod users like myself. Which I really look forward to, because I do love the mods. People are very creative with it. And Stardew Expanded is the one I tried, which is honestly amazing. It gives so much new content, new people, you know, characters into the game. Lots of new things to explore with mods. I am curious though, Plums, are you a veteran of Stardew? A fan, casual player, or maybe you're also a hardcore player? Well, I wouldn't call myself a hardcore player, actually, I take that back. I'm a semi-casual player, I guess is the correct pronoun. Hello, Linus. Don't mind me, I'm just here living out alone. Alright, I won't mind you, buddy. You do you. Oh, an artifact on day 1. Always nice. Greetings, I'm Demetrius, the local scientist. I'm studying local plants and animals from our home laboratory. And my Dr. Maru, she's interested in meeting you. Okay, maybe we'll see Maru. Oh, we see her son. Robin. Have you met everyone in town yet? Sounds exhausting. Oh, it absolutely is, Robin. You have no idea how exhausting it is. Ah, I see. Yeah, that is true, isn't it? The seasons of this game can be quite infuriating. That's why I always pick the... Well, I don't always pick the Bat Cave option, but every once in a while, which is honestly this playthrough, I'm probably gonna pick the Bat Cave option. Because while it doesn't seem very useful, it's actually a lot more efficient in the terms where I can ignore it for literally weeks and days. And it would continuously fill with fruits, where mushrooms, you have to check it every other day, or else you miss out on mushrooms. So, you know, in the case of a scatterbrain like me, I'm gonna go with Bat Cave, where I can literally leave it for a month and have a cave full of fruits waiting for me to collect. Rather than the 6 mushrooms that stays the same no matter how long you wait. Yeah. That is my point of view, of course. Every player have different game styles. People who are a lot more organized might prefer the mushrooms, because it does earn you more money, technically speaking. Oh, a stranger, my name's Vincent. Mama says not to talk to strangers, but you seem okay. I'm alright. Just don't cross me, little one. I will kick your ass in the Easter egg hunt. Hi, I'm Sam. Good to meet you. Hello, Sam. Sam I am. Leah. Hello, it's nice to meet you. You picked a good time to move here. The spring is lovely. It is lovely. I love spring in this game. Music is also fantastic. Hello. Hi, it's Fargaria. Miss Fargaria, the new farmer. I'm Prier, the owner of the local general store. If you're looking for seeds, my shop is the place to go. I also buy produce from you for a good price. Yes. A little agriculture could really inject new life into the local economy. I don't doubt it. Everyone here's been eating processed foods for the last decade, so time for some fresh produce around here. Hello, you must be Fargaria, the new farmer. I'm Coraline. Hello, Caroline. We're gonna be best buddies until you give me the tea sapling, and then I'm never gonna talk to you again. My husband runs the general store here. And have you met my daughter Abigail? She's the pale one with the purple hair. Oh, I highly doubt she's paler than me. Have a flower. Oh, goodness, are you sure? Yes. Love me. Adore me. Caroline. Okay, well, great, Alex. Thank you for standing right next to the trash can, so I can't look through it. I don't want to see you around. Hello, Pam. Oh, no. Sorry, your mother's Pam. Hello, I'm Penny. Hello, Maru. Aren't you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. You know, with a small town like this, a new face can really alter the community dynamic. It's really exciting. It's exciting. Hello. Lewis, it's very nice of you, thank you. So how was your first night at the old cottage? It was all right. Your grandpa used to complain about the rickety old bed, but I think deep down he actually loved that house. I don't doubt it, buddy. You know, who wouldn't love living here? Except for the local politics, of course. Terrible. Terrible. Books. Man, we must have really good luck today. Got an artifact and got some books. I think the museum is closed already, unfortunately, so we're gonna go through the forest and go home. Gone so quiet without the music here. That being said, the noises in Stardew is always nice. Even the grass cutting is somewhat relaxing. Got a little sh sound going on. Oh my goodness, look at damn spring onions. We are set for one whole day. And of course, before we buy strawberry seeds, we're not gonna spend any money upgrading our tools. We're gonna save it all for the strawberry plants. As much as we can gather. It's getting real dark. I can't tell what's background and what's wheat. Alright, that's not weird. This is stuff. That's a nice bunch. Yeah, grass might not seem that useful in early game, but later on, it's in surprisingly useful crafting recipes. Like the tree fertilizer. Needs a lot of grass for that one. And then from here, we want to unlock this corner of the farm fairly soon, probably tomorrow. It's getting late already. For its rocks. Let's see, we got 10. Okay, watering can. There you go. They say that as long as we plant less or the same amount as 15 plants, that there would be no crows. But it's fine. I hardly get any crows in the first few days. I say that and I'm probably gonna immediately get crows today. Rain all day tomorrow. It's a guaranteed rain. It's good for fishing, but I'm probably not gonna go fishing. Early fishing gives me nightmares. Stick with the easy stuff until I get my skills a little higher for the bundle. And you know, the fishing bundle isn't really all that important either. Once you complete it, it just unlocks the ores in the water, which really isn't required until very, very late game. Ginger Island, late game. Alright, it's time to chop down every tree in existence on our farm. That way, as soon as we are able to do that, the sooner we can build a 300 wood bridge to the other side of the bridge. To the other side of the bridge. To the other side of the beach. That's where the big money is in early game. Collect the shells. I do appreciate how even the inside of our mouth is gray. I don't quite remember how normal models look, but I'm pretty sure it was pink. From what my memory serves anyways. But my memory's not too reliable, so can't say much about that. starting to feel exhausted. Let's eat all the horseradish. Free up some inventory room, give ourselves some energy. And some delicious spring onion. I love spring onion. They're delicious both in game and in real life. Hello, Solace. Hello, hello. Welcome. Today we're taking a little bit of a different direction, just chilling out in Stardew Valley. You know, it's one of the first games I ever wanted to stream, but I was so nervous about streaming that I didn't want to ruin one of my favorite games by making horrible streams. So I had to build up my confidence through some gacha games first. Before finally dropping one of my favorite games onto the streams. Gotta have at least a semi-good experience with it, yeah? How have you been, Solace? Hopefully the day's been treating you well. Here in the US, Mother's Day is tomorrow. Got big plans. Well, you know, with my mother, of course. Perhaps you guys have big plans for your mothers. Or maybe you guys are mothers yourself. I mean, if that is the case, then happy Mother's Day. Ah, yes. I'm so happy the Honkai Star Rail farming system is so much easier than regular Honkai and Genshin. Genshin is probably the most time-consuming of the three games in terms of farming. Even with like Kazuha and Dendro reactions. Still takes a good chunk of 5 to 10 minutes to use up all my resin. Alright, we are completely out of stamina, although we can make some field snacks, I believe. Yes. We'll take these on as emergencies, so we can dig up any wormy spots that we see. Time to forage. Hopefully we find some flowers for Coraline, so we get her tea saplings. I believe we need at least 2 hearts. And then after 2 hearts, there should be a way to trigger the cutscene, but I don't really remember what triggers it, so I guess we'll just have to go in throughout the day. Wish us luck. Have you come to ridicule me? No, Linus, I'm just here to say hello. I'm minding my own business. Yes, I see that. You continue your staring out into the lake. I won't bother you anymore. Spoon. A rusty spoon. Gunther can tell you more about this information. Give you more information about this. I don't know if Gunther can really tell me much, game. You're like, oh, this is a rusty spoon. How rustic. A rusty spoon. Hello, Haley. Oh, you're the new farmer girl, whatever, aren't you? Yep. Huh? Oh, I'm Haley. If it weren't for those horrendous clothes, you might actually be pretty. Actually, never mind. Yeah, whatever, Haley. Don't talk to me ever again. Haley is really wholesome once you get to know her, of course, but oh, the attitude she gives to strangers, though. Kinda gives you a glimpse of how she treats waiters and bus drivers, probably. So, even if she becomes a good person later down the line, I don't want to speak with her. And that all the girls are here doing exercises. Perfect time for us to give gifts. But we only have one flower today, so just Coraline. Don't look at me, I'm all red and sweaty. Yes, you are. Oh, aren't exactly how I imagined, but that's okay, I'm Jody. Ugh, breathe in. Ugh, breathe out. Oh, I can read it on your face. You're gonna love it here in Pelican Town. If you're ever looking for something to do in the evening, stop by the saloon. That's where I work. Exercising can be fun. Yes, it can. Hello, Marnie. Oh, Mayor Lewis told me you just arrived. I'm Marnie. Marnie smiles at you through a mist of sweat. Gross. My arms are strong, but my legs need some work. Don't skip on that leg day, Robin. Hello to you, Lewis. I do all my grocery shoppings here. Anyways, I'm happy to see you supporting our local economy. Sometimes I get new items to stock, so I just make sure to stop by every so often. I'll make sure to stop by every season or so. Looking for a delicious potato? I will pay you when you bring it. I have no potatoes to give you, Penny, so... Goodbye. Hello, hello. Ah, the new farmer we've been expecting, whose arrival has sparked many a conversation. I'm Elliot. I live in the little cabin by the beach. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Mr. Writer. And hello to you too, Willie. I love your name. Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet ya. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind from a mouthful out on the salty seas. It's a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of old fishing stays alive, and hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Or that we will. You received a bamboo pole. Yes. There's good water here in the alley, all kind of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. I'll also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say anyways. I wonder if we'll be lucky enough to see the siren through our streams. The first time I ever saw the siren, it scared the bejesus out of me. I thought my game was about to blow up or something. The illogical side of my brain really popped off there seeing the siren swimming down the ocean for the first time. Ahoy! It's nice to see young folks moving in the alley. It's not very common these days. Yeah, I would imagine. Not much to do here, and I highly doubt there's even the internet. No internets here in Stardew. Alright, let's go check the museum. Can put down the spoon while we're at it. So, hello to you. Hello, hello. Oh, hi, it's good to see you again. We have never met. Take it easy. Okay, Sam, you take it easy too. Or maybe we have met and I just forgot about you. Completely possible. Jazz, hi. I'm tutoring Vincent and Jazz today. They're a handful, but it's nice to make a difference in someone's life. Well, hopefully you're tutoring for the right information. Just don't pass on your parenting instincts. Learn from your mother, Penny. Plenty of flowers. Perfect. Abysmal. Not a single piece in the entire collection. Oh! Congratulations to your sister! That is absolutely adorable. Oh, well, yeah. I suppose baby showers are very tame. Hopefully your sister got plenty of supplies for her future child, though. What's this? You find something? Let me see it. Remarkable. It's very old. I'd love to study this in greater details, but it is yours. I've got a favor to ask you. Would you consider donating any new artifacts or materials that you find, or minerals that you find? We could make a groundbreaking discovery together. Oh, and who knows, if you keep donating, I might come across some interesting items to send your way. Think about it, will you? If you decide to donate, just bring the object to the front desk. Yeah. I'm not really sure what the origin of baby shower is, but from what I've heard, it's the purpose of gathering everyone's supplies and giving it to the new mother. You know? Fertilizers on farm, well, you know, we already know that, so we're not gonna go through it. Of course, book by Marnie. Animals are sensitive, they like to be pet every day. Some prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside of the rain, though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. Absolutely. You know? Just like raising the house, I believe. Oh, it's locked already. Well, you know what, Clint? We don't need to meet you anyways. I'm kind of a slime ball. Archaeology. Donates an artifact or a mineral to the museum. Oh, I forgot to donate the spoon. Oh, that's alright. We'll just keep it around a little longer. In the meantime, let's go back home, drop things off, and then go foraging until we cannot see anymore. Or actually, you know what? Better yet. Let's just clear out the second part of our farm. Some dandelions. Man, I love dandelions. Dandelions are delicious. And I do mean eating them in real life. Especially the dandelion flower. Flower tea. Very, very good. Hello! Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Renz. Happy that you like my name. I like your name. I love mangoes too. But you know, between coconuts and strawberries, I'll have to pick those over mangoes. Yeah, dandelion, in fact, the whole plants of the dandelion's edible. From its roots, to its stems, to its flower leaves, and even dandelion seeds are edible. Like the little floaty things, you know, when they became white and puffy. Yep, cocoa to coconuts. Yep, strawberry coconut milk. I'm very creative in naming myself. Well, welcome to the team. Happy to see you aboard, my friend. Yeah, honestly, the well, I guess I wouldn't say it's an idea, but I used to really like Asian brand strawberry drinks. Like, I just can't get the same flavor here in America. I don't know what it is. Maybe it just doesn't have that plasticky taste Asian milk cartridges have here in America's, but I just cannot get that kind of strawberry drinks here, and I get real frustrated. So I just tried a lot of mixtures, and for some reason, coconut milk with strawberry sauce from Hershey's, not sponsored, it comes the closest to the taste of home for me. So, because of that, strawberry coconut milk became one of my favorite drinks and food items. Something about the creaminess of coconut milk, and I guess the taste of coconuts, reminds me of those Asian strawberry drinks, I guess. And I really can't find the same brand here sold in Americas either, so, you know, coconut strawberry milks will have to do. That is true, yeah. Since, 90% of the Asian continent is lactose intolerant, they don't really sell much organic milk there. And also, we have small land. We don't really raise cows for milk, we raise them for meat. So, very little milk is produced compared to American dairy cows. Yeah. Which is really a shame, because I love milk. I have to stick with oat milk and coconut milk, though. Hi there, good morning. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ores. That's good. Absolutely, especially cheese for me. Although I really have to count my intake. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you need a furnace. It just so happens I have an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. Alright, thank you, Clint. How very kind of you. You learned how to craft a furnace. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrades. When you smelted a few copper bars, consider having me upgrade one of your tools. It can make your work a lot easier. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. Go. You know what's funny? That is true, because my nickname in IRL is Coco. So, when Coco Goats first appeared in Genshin, my goodness, you can probably guess what kind of nickname my friends all gave me. Very creative of them, aren't they? Oh. I do. I play almost all of Hoyo versus games. Play Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Honkai the third. Honkai Impact the third. No worries. Genshin and Star Rail is plenty. And of course, I cannot wait to get my hands on ZZZ. I think it's Zoneless Zen Zero? Not quite sure though. I might have the name wrong, but ZZZ, very excited for it. Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, good. I'm not too far. Or maybe I did get the name right. I can't remember already. I said it like 2 seconds ago. It's already slipped from my mind. Very. I remember when the first trailer of that white Pomeranian dog. My goodness, are people losing their minds for him? Of course, I'm probably one of those characters too, who's losing our mind for him. Definitely pulling for that guy. How much wood do we have? Let's see. Do we have 300? I think we're still a bit far from 300 actually, but... Oh, very close actually. Alright, let's just do that for today then. There you go, perfect. 300. It is destined to be. Or grab our pickaxe with this. Flowers, flowers. For Caroline. I think Caroline's... Yeah, already gotten her gifts. 190 rolls. My goodness, you are guaranteed and beyond, my friend. But yeah, I'm trying to set the rule up for myself too, you know? If there is a character I really, really want, I have to get at least 180 wishes for them. But I rarely ever get that much saved up because I'm so impatient. Yeah. I think I've spent over $1,000 in Genshin already. It's really killing my wallet here. Hello, good sir. Oh, I've got this old amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready for it yet, miss. Don't tell me what to do. Wallet-kun is in tears. It's been abused and thrown into a corner of the room. And I'm still milking it. You know, it doesn't stop at Genshin. Already bought the Walkins version of Star Rails. Nothing but flies and mosquitoes flying out of that wallet. Yeah. You know, it's so tempted not to. You gotta, you just have to. It feels almost like a requirement. No. Well, yeah, we definitely don't have the stomach to finish all 5. Maybe in the future. Well, actually, no. Let's go back to the farm. Our inventory is already full. And then chop down more trees so we can put chests around the area, especially for the mines. You know, I played Stardew for a very, very long time until I finally saw this hack on TikTok. I mean, quote unquote hack, but the tip is placing a chest right outside of the mined elevator. So every time you reach level 5, you can just drop off all your loot. And that little trick just blew my little minds out. Whoever thought of it was a genius. Let me tell you that. It saved me so much trouble. Let's see. Yeah, Genshin is very time consuming. All my friends are on a Genshin hiatus. Very lonely there, but it's okay. I'll carry on. As a Xiao main, you know, I will carry on the legacy every single day. Rain or shine, I will be there. At least for the dailies and resin. finally cleared out. There we go. We just gotta do our pickaxe. Get rid of all this stone. $100. I do believe there's actually the collections. Once you complete every single one of this that's listed here, it would be 100%. You complete all the plants, forageables. So for forageables, you have to sell them for it to consider completed. You don't just harvest them in your inventory. Yeah. As soon as you sell the items listed here, they are added to your list. So, well, except for artifacts, it looks like you don't have to sell artifacts. As long as you collect them, they appear here. But for everything else, you have to sell at least one item for it to be complete. And of course, for the achievements, there's a lot more, such as catching every single fish in the game, and such as that, and such and such. I do believe there is an ending for 100% completion too, although I've never reached it. Not yet, anyways, so hopefully I'm able to do so in the future of this save file. Oh yeah, the heat wave is quite serious here in California too. And luckily, we have a pretty cold and rainy year this year, so... West Coast? West Coast. I suppose so. And hopefully the other side of the planets treat everyone a little better than here in the desert biome. But speaking of here in the America continents, there is a winter vortex coming over very soon, I believe. Or maybe it's already here. But weather is gonna get real cold at least one more time before summer comes along. So I guess we have that to look forward to here in California. Alright, there you go. Down to 0. Literally empty. Running on fumes. I guess we'll just call it an early night then. Foraging. Alrighty. Oh, absolutely. I agree with you more than anything, Mango. Very happy today. Fishing day, then. There's a lot of stone scattered around your farm. farmer. Like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's a really nice, a little nice house. Or you might need some more space someday. Here where I can help. You can bring some raw materials and pay a fee. Expand your house. Continue the next page. The first expansion offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipe you learned. Anyways, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Local carpenter, Robin. Absolutely. And I'm already used to this system because I play Cookie Run Kingdom as well. I'm just full of gacha games, but yeah. Here, we'll take a flower for Linus. Oh, and also 50 wood. Oh goodness, we don't have 50 wood. Okay, let's chop down a tree real quick so we can make a chest with us. Yeah, Cookie Run Kingdom, if anyone doesn't know, is basically almost entirely auto battle based, which can be a good or bad thing, I suppose. Not much gameplay to it. The strategy only really comes in during boss battles, which can be very sparse and in between stories. You know, Stardew, I feel like balances it a lot more. Go. Now we have our chests, we're ready to go fishing, but before that, let's dig up the swarmy spots. We do want, oh great, 1 rock. Thank you, game. Oh, absolutely. I got Waltz as my first 5-star as well. Look at that, Mango. We are, well, I don't know if you're female or male, but sister from another mister. Yes. Yeah, Waltz is fantastic. I'm very happy to have gotten him. Being able to slow enemies down for your team is probably one of the best buffs you can have in early gameplay. This is a great give, thank you. Do you want something from me? No, I just want to give you a flower, and then that's that. Ah, okay. I shall try to remember that's for the future. Alright, I'm gonna put a chest right there where no one walks. Go fishing! Yeah, he does quite a lot of damage too, which is fantastic. And I really love how both his skills and his ultimate slows down enemies. Like, it's not just his ultimate, so he's really, really good. Of course, saving up for the next boy, or the next man that comes out in the game. Forgot his name, but I believe he is the general, so hopefully we get to see him soon. I'll finally be using my 90 train tickets saved up for them. Yeah, Jang Yoon. There you go. That's the name. My goodness, Mango. You are speedy, my friend. Yeah, I am trying my best to save up as well. Ooh, a bowhead. A relative of the catfish that eats a variety of foods. No treasure chest so far though. Carp. You know, it's a shame that Westerns don't like eating carp that much. They're actually delicious in Asian cuisines. A common pond fish. A common freshwater fish known for its ferocious appetites. Yeah, in the beginning of fishing, I like fishing here in the mountains because, you know, big mouth bass gives a lot of coins early gameplay. Bowhead. I don't think I've actually ever seen this fish in real life before. Maybe I have in a textbook, but already forgotten about it. An algae, fantastic. I will keep the green onion though. For food. And that little guy up in the right corner is actually mining away. Hear its little pickaxe going at it. Go, little man, go! The faster you clean that up, the faster I can dive into the mines. Oh, there it is, our first treasure chest. What are we gonna get? Not too useful, although rice saplings. Rice shoots could be pretty good. Early game. Gives us some money. And speaking of fishing, apparently since you can never miss the tutorial fishing, like the first fish you ever catch, people have been trying to RNG it into where you catch a legendary fish for your tutorial fish catch. Like they just start the game over and over again until it's their first catch, so it's a guarantee a legendary fish catch, which I find quite interesting that that's even possible for the game. A geode. Yeah, I did not know either. Yang Ching, oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw him too. I really wanted him, but unfortunately, luck is not on my side with star rails. I did not get that much characters at all. In fact, I believe Waltz is probably the only character I got, and he was guaranteed, so it doesn't really count for much. Everything else I just got light cones for my 60 basic train ticket pulls. That one pixel caused me to get an imperfect fishing status. Many boy. Ooh, iron ore. Not even enough to make one iron bar, but I'll take it. Another chub. A relative to catfish that eats a variety of food off the lake bottom. Very environmentally friendly. Green algae. It's really slimy. Iron ore, a fairly common ore that can be smelted into bars. Leek, a tasty relative of the onion. Before I found out about leeks, I always thought that there was only one type of green onion, which is the skinny ones, you know, the spring onions. But until I watched some Japanese videos, I found out there was those thick chunks of green onions that we see Hatsune Miku swing around. When I first saw Hatsune Miku swing around those green onions, I thought it was like those skinny ones. I'm like, oh, well, you know, a creative artistic style to draw those spring onions so thick like that. And then I found out they're real. They're actually that thick. Yeah, absolutely. They are delicious too. I love eating thick leeks. Delicious stirred fried, even just by themselves. Maybe with a bit of like chicken strips. Stirred fried onions and chicken. Delicious. So we finally got our first big mouth bass. A popular fish that lives in lakes. Yeah, one of the most popular fish to be fished in America. I don't think I've actually ever tasted a big mouth bass before. I imagine they taste pretty good though, since they're so highly sought after. Core is a field snack, a quick snack to fuel the hungry forager. The hoe. Favorite tool, of course, used to dig and till soil. Bamboo pool. Used to catch I used to catch water. Used in the water to catch fish. Man, that's a long lake, my man. You know, I didn't hear that chip 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 for like a whole 5 hours. You finally decided to get back to it, huh? A long 3-hour, 5-hour lunch break there, my friend. No wonder it's taking weeks for you to mine that little rock. Looking at these lotus flowers, I was actually quite surprised that Stardew Valley doesn't have any lotus flower roots, or lotus roots as one of the farm items or vegetables, or even just lotus fruit seeds. Very good as a snack. Yeah, because they do have lotus flowers. Maybe they're the inedible kind. Because apparently there's many species of lotus flowers too, which I didn't find out until very late in my time. I thought all lotus flowers were edible, but apparently not. An ornamental fan. Interesting. Alright, I guess we can save the food for later. Let's just eat all of our algae for now. For fishing. No escape, little chub. What we get? Oh, some early jade. Always welcoming. I'll tell you more about this. The only thing I know jade for is collect tons of them and to make staircases. Well, to trade them for staircases. For the skull caverns. Hopefully we get the crystallarium soon. Which should be easy since we're gonna go straight into the mines as soon as we unlock it. Chop. And more baits. It is... I'm playing before my bedtime too. Honestly. Stardew Valley is probably the only game so far where I can play it any time of the day, anywhere. And it just relaxes me so well. Like, Minecraft, I tried really hard to get into, but it's terrifying for some reason. Like, every time I play Minecraft, my anxiety, my goodness, just spikes up through the roof. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's ambience or something. It just scares the absolute bejesus out of me. Let's see. We'll take the seeds and the food. We'll take the more expensive fish with us. We'll leave the jade here. Not too necessary. Sellable items, yes. Well, we won't be planting the seeds today anyways. And we'll leave the fishing rod here too, because we'll be back in the same spot for fishing. We'll just come this way when we want to donate artifacts and take the food with us. Okay. It honestly is for me too. I don't know, goodness. Like, if I have to play Minecraft, I have to play with someone else. I cannot play it by myself. I'm so stressed playing it. But yeah, for Stardew Valley, I'm just chilling. I'm here just chilling. Even in the darkest levels of the mines, I don't really get that scared. It doesn't really trigger my anxiety at all. Alright, hopefully that haul brings us some money. Fishing rod, level 1. Level 2! All that's for not even $2,000. How's our fortune? Welcome back. We got neutral. Alright. And raining all day tomorrow. There's our cat! Hello! Hello, Fragaria. You see this cat here? Yes, I do. Very sausagey. Striped sausage. If I was sitting outside of the entrance of your farm, I think it's a stray. Poor little thing. I think it likes this place. Hey, you don't think this cat... Don't you think this farm could use a good cat? Yes. Miso. Miso soup. Yes. Well, little miso soup, you'll be a good kitty now, okay? I keep finding cool stuff. My backpack is full. This is not like you up here. It's got your covered. Stop by Pierre's General Store today and check out our affordable size. No. Our valued customer Jojo. No. Well, actually, yes. You've unlocked the cave for us. Yes. Take all of our food. And we need a new chest too, so... Time to go chop some wood. Oh goodness, we gotta water our crops too. And also I think we have... No, we do not. So we don't have enough levels in farming to craft a scarecrow yet. Definitely. Miso soup is absolutely delicious. It's so savory, and for a light soup, it's really got that umami taste to it. It's comparable to clam chowder, which I also really, really like. Let's see. Yeah, I need some wood. Chop some trees. Hello, trees. Time to go now. You know, rest up in that big tree heaven in the sky, where all tree grandpappy and grandmammy goes. Alright, we got 50. Good enough. Time to go into the caves. And also make some field snacks, actually. Never mind, we don't have any acorns. We're not making any more field snacks. We'll just have to deal with what we have. Almost forgot the chest. Any forageables? You're welcome to come with me. Oh, hello, green onion. Hello, horseradish. Welcome to the party. Hello, Linus. You can have a horseradish. That was a great gift, thank you. Please don't destroy my tent. It's happened before. Who in the world is destroying your tent? I'll destroy their face. Grab some food. Or one food from the chest. I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there, but a dark place undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. Thank you. You received a rusty sword. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep an eye on you. Prove yourself and I might think about making you a member. You know, Marlin. For someone who's running an adventurers guild, you don't seem to be going on much adventures until we came along. Adventureless guild, more like. Delicious copper ore. Already, staircase downwards, perfect. A little dark, but that's alright. Ow, ow, ow. How dare you? I didn't know you can do that. Look at that, he's so naked. We mined his shell away. Naked. Ooh, nice. Yeah, cave music is real relaxing here. It's okay. These regular cave can't harm me. It's not until skull caverns where I might have a little bit of trouble with. Give me the algae. Alrighty. 5th level reached. We don't want to stay much in those elevator levels since they generate less ores, as Concerned Ape explains. You know, for slimes, cornering them with a weak sword is definitely the way to go. Makes it a lot easier to kill them. Oh my goodness. Come here. I need that magnetic ring as soon as possible. Hopefully we get lucky with the barrels and chests. Sometimes I don't get it until never, actually. Even there are playthroughs where I don't even get the rings, like the light rings or magnetic ring, until all the way until Skull Cavern, which honestly is ridiculous. Man, speaking of Stardew Valley, though, I don't know if you guys ever seen the video of AI maximizing Stardew Valley moves. AI speedrunning Stardew Valley is one of the most insane videos I've ever got the pleasure to experience. It is a thing. Yeah, someone coded it into a mod, I believe. I'm not sure if it's a mod, actually. Don't listen to me. But it exists, and someone made a video of it, and it's very intense to watch. Like, that AI literally is watching the numbers of steps it takes every day, just so it makes sure that it's raining every single day of the month. It's able to do that. And that, if you know, I don't even know how people find it out, but apparently the numbers of steps you take in the game previous day determines whether or not it will rain in game. So technically it's not randomized, but you know, based on your actions, it is randomized. Yeah, so as an AI who plays the game, it's able to count the exact amounts of steps it takes throughout, so make sure it rains every single day, which oh my goodness, it's very funny to watch the gameplay of it. And also, you know, they can animation cancel as well, so they mine insanely fast, even with the basic tools. You see them chopping one tree and they're onto the other tree already, before the first tree even falls. My goodness, where is this ladder? I'm gonna mine every single stone in this level before I can go to the 10th level. There you are. Making sure I have space. You received leather boots. Looks exactly like the ones I'm wearing, so nothing changes. Still no ladders. Time to mine all the stone. Man, what a waste of my energy. Oh, there you are. Yeah, we don't really need to kill every single enemies early on in the game. Kinda a waste of our time, since we're able to kill them so much faster once we get more powerful weapons. Alright, time to eat over... Oh, actually, no, we don't have to eat over our field snacks, we just eat the green algae. So many little buggies in this level. So many of you. Hello? Didn't even know you can drop diamonds. Oh, the annoying things came. Ow. Alright. Can't really reach you two then. Go! Still no ladders? There you are. Fantastic. Just what we need, of course. I thought this was supposed to be our neutral day game. This does not seem very neutral to me. Ouch. Now it's also time to head home. Alright then, we'll call this an early day. I want to pick up that quartz though. Alright. Let's see, we'll leave the sword here, because we don't really ever need to use it until we're in the mines. We'll leave the food here, too. We'll take everything else with us that we're able to. Take the seed, definitely. Bug meat. Yeah, looks about right. Run! What is this? Reach level 40. We'll do that very soon. Maybe in a few days' time. You can just call me Strawberry Doodles. I like the nickname Solids gave me. Very cute, I think. Although really, you can call me by whatever you like. Cocoa, Strawberry, Doodles. Anything, really. As long as it's not offensive, of course. Sounds like a meteorite. Mining level 2. Combat level 1. An explosion was heard in the night. Hello, little miso soup. Clear and sunny. Hear whispers. Oh, very displeased. That's not good. I guess we'll just go foraging today then. Slay 10 slimes. I think I've slayed way more than 10 slimes, my friend. Craft a furnace. We can probably do that. We could finally donate those artifacts today. And also harvest our turnips! Yes! Finally ready for a harvest. Level 1, build a coop. We'll get on that. I mean, a coop's not that important, but we need at least 10 clay to even build the silo, so... Let's get 10 clays first and 5 copper before we even consider building a coop. Let's see. We'll just donate this one. Or you know what? No. We'll save it for the crystallarium. Alright, dude. Let's grab the rest of the artifacts. from the other chests. Then we're off to the museum. There is our meteorites. Hello. Bunk. Good thing it's not blocking any of our roads to our 4 houses. That would be very inconvenient. Ornamental fan, one of the jades. Alright, nothing here. Off to the museum we go. And of course our 100 gold. Is it really only 100 gold? I could have swore it used to be 500 gold. And be concerned Abe saw that we were at oh, early dinosaur egg. Hello. Screw you, Quartz, I don't need you. Get out of here. Oh my god. You know, let me put it in my chest first, okay? First and foremost, gotta put it in my chest. I'm gonna be a dingus and donate it accidentally. I just know I'm gonna do that. Man, you know, game, I think you got your illustrations wrong. You told me it was a bad day today and I got a dinosaur. You told me it was a good day yesterday and I got a monster level. Wait, what's going on here, game? Yeah, you're giving me mixed signals. You are giving me mixed signals. Alright, dinosaur mayo. As soon as we get our coop. Upgraded, of course. For the incubator. Hopefully our quartz didn't despawn yet. Good, there it is. And take it to the museum. Saturday, so gifts haven't reset yet. Gotta wait one more day to give Coraline her daffodils. Anyone's birthday? Linus, not that I care. A flat rate delivery fee. Oh, we get some... No. I won't be fishing for a while, since I'll be focusing on the mines, so maybe not. Trash and nothing. Useless. All of our tools, and then of course the color of the rainbows from red, orange, yellow to purple. Red, orange, yellow, green. All other colors can go on the top. And then skeleton, you go in this room. Cauliflowers. Delicious. And of course, gotta cleanse. Hello, Lewis. Everyone seems a little happier on the weekends, don't you think? I'm on the job 7 days a week, though. Yeah, I just walk around doing nothing but collect taxes. I'm Clint, I'm the town blacksmith. If you ever need to upgrade your tools, I'm your guy. Yes, you are, my friend, and for nothing else. Stone. Okay. Celestian. Some clay, definitely need that. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Copper. Oh, so nice. Okay, I don't need that one again, Clint. Give me something else. Okay, some limestone. Granite. Stone. More coal. Always could use more coal, but I would like it if you give me more than one. Earth crystals, also pretty good. Okay, more limestone. Don't need any more. Okay, yeah, alright. Gunther, please. Wait, no, not Gunther, sorry. Clint. Hey, you can have those extra ones. I don't want them. Keep it. It's your tip. Donate. Red, orange, yellow. These ugly ones. Some melons for the summer. Summer's not here yet though. Might be a while. Since we're here, let's go check for shells. She sells seashells by the seashore. Loads of supplies means the demand will fall. Ooh, anchor. Delicious loot. I guess we'll run by the museum again to drop off the anchor. Whatever poor bloat is floating out there in the ocean without their anchor. Here's an anchor for your collection and have it in your tools section. What is this new book about? Foraging. I already know everything about foraging book. You don't have to tell me nothing. Alrighty. Time to go back home. And just clean up the farm a little bit. Don't really have the inventory space for forageables right now, so we'll skip today too. But we can definitely check the bus station, since it's close enough to go back and forth with our chests. Some delicious dandelions, very healthy. Drop these off. Plant our cauliflowers. What was it that I was trying to do? Oh right, we don't need our watering can anymore. And it's pre-plowed. Already plowed for us. And also, of course, a scarecrow. Oh, did we not level up? I thought we had. Yes, we're level 1. How strange. Maybe we get it later on. Yeah, well, we'll make a scarecrow tomorrow then, maybe. If it decides to show up. Finally getting to our maple and acorn plants. Acorn trees. I mean, technically I'm not wrong, they are plants. After we finish chopping all the trees on our farm, we're gonna commit treenicide to the entire map. No trees will be spared from our destructive nature. I didn't bring any food. No. Oh, wow, wait, I can make 2 field snacks, actually. Yes. Delicious. Let's go chop down some acorn trees first. Hopefully we get another acorn for another field snack. Goodbye, little butterfly. I have destroyed your ecosystem. Your species will go extinct from my hands alone. For you see, I'm not here to rescue you from Jojo. I'm here to destroy everything, and Jojo just happened to be in the way. Worms. Worms. New artifact. And also another field snack. Alright, so we'll be back for you, Copper. You stay there, don't move. Two is probably enough. Honestly, just 1 is enough, but I misclicked it. Misclicked, now we have 2 furnaces. Should be enough. 1 dandelion to mine the rest of the stone. Of course, even if we don't finish, it's not too big of a deal. Doesn't matter. 0. Nothing left. This tanker is empty. I guess we don't get any rewards for smelting bars. Just a small sense of achievement. Let's see if we can make it to the Easter egg hunt. That is where I want to pause. Although, of course, if it takes too long, I might just wait until next stream. And check the calendar, though. Alright, what is the fortune today? Actually, you know what? Let me just... Yes. Queen of sauce stir fry. Delicious. Love stir fry. Very happy. Down to the mines we're going. Also, have we unlocked Scarecrow? Yes, we did! Finally! Alright. Coal, grass, wood. Yes. 100 gold. So little for so much effort. Alright, you just stand right here. Nice and out of the way. We're probably gonna use the first 5 copper to build a silo, since I want to collect grass as soon as possible. And my goodness, we're getting so little clay. Only 4 of them. Usually by now I already get like tons of them. So we're not too lucky in that regard, huh? Not much food either. Ah well. We'll survive. Any forageables? Nothing. Perfect. It is Sunday, so everyone's gift resets, but that's fine. I have a whole week to catch up with them, and lucky days only comes once in a while, so we'll prioritize that one more. Lewis, it doesn't matter, okay? Your birthday is unimportant. Goodbye forever. Well, you know what? This might be your lucky day, Lewis. You have a daffodil just for you, old man. So you're getting a birthday gift after all. Good morning. Oh, a birthday gift, thank you. Been the mayor of Pelican Town for over 20 years. No one ever runs against me. I like being mayor. Yeah. I wonder why. I guess no one in here, in this town, really challenges him. Except for us. Maybe we can run as mayor. And speaking of games like town decorating, I do wonder if Haunted Chocolatier is gonna have that function. Although from the looks of it, customization isn't gonna be the first thing on the game's mind though. It seems to focus on combat. No, you can't actually decorate a town, unfortunately. There are mods for it though. But that being said, those customizing mods are usually very game-breaking, unfortunately, so use at your own risk. There is a lot of farming games that do allow you to customize the town though, like Story of Four Seasons and stuff like that. which I played for a very long time as well. Farming games. Big fan. No matter from what company or person. You haven't? It's actually the latest game that Concerned Apes is working on. It's gonna be a future game that he releases. He posts about it on Twitter and on his YouTube page, where he gave a little trailer and some musical themes that's gonna be in the game in the future. Yeah, if you're interested, check it out, especially if you're a fan of Concerned Apes. Definitely worth seeing. Sneakers. 1 defense. Flimsy, but fashionable. We want as little killer as on our character as possible, so not even gonna think about those sneakers. Ooh, nice. Ladders, but not well. Oh, I guess there's no coal since we've already been through here. Very sad. This floor definitely becomes a little more inconvenient when you're just trying to pass through. I do want to check out all the barrels in this level, so. I have to get rid of that fly. Rings. No rings. Rings. No rings. No rings. Ow, how did you hit me? Oh. It's you. The real culprit. Alrighty. No luck so far. We're getting a lot of food though, which is good. Always want more food. I guess we just eat our dandelions. Ouch. You're so annoying, you little buzzfly. Hardwood. Okay. Carrots. Go away. Into my stomach. Slime, not necessary. Have we unlocked the stairs yet? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not for this long. Speaking of the devil. There it is. Although sneakers are not really useful worn, they do give you a bit of cash being sold in the Adventurers Guild. So we'll keep them. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sticking around, Mango. Have a good night's rest. Oh, we already unlocked the staircase. I think I might be getting a little tired too. Thinking about it, I think the longest I've ever played Stardew Valley in one session is 8 hours. Of all the games, I really have stamina for Stardew Valley. Any other games, I don't think I would have the ability to play 8 hours of anything. It is. By the time I got up, I was worried that I had blood clots in my legs. Sitting down for the entire day. Well, not the entire day, of course. I got up to eat food and things like that, but a very long, continuous session of games. Ouch. Oh my goodness. That is a very, very long time. Yeah. When Genshin first released, oh my goodness, it was one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life. I played the absolute hell out of it. Same as you, my friend. I guess I don't really want to get rid of it though. Let's see. No, right, shoot, we only have one of them. Or actually, we don't really need quartz that much. Because in the future, once we get a recycling machine going on, we get refined quartz flowing out of our ears. And that is indeed... Oh, great. Genshin addicts, man. I was one of them. Well, I guess I still am one of them. Still playing a lot of it. Although, of course, much less of it when I first started. Just grab the coal real quick and then we're gonna skedaddle. this level. Not too big of a fan of this level because of the way it spins around and around and around. Takes a while to get to the middle, but depending on my luck, it could be very, very good without a chest and barrels. Run, little person, run. Too bad we can't take horses into our caves. Imagine the overpowerness it can give us. Oh, that's not good. Might be in a bit of a pinch here. Oh, but I am so greedy. Alright, nothing useful. Gotta go. Run! Run! Want to make it at least into our house, so we can just lose the stamina for the day, but not our items. Oh, great. That's fantastic. Uh-oh. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh yeah, we're definitely not gonna make it. Okay, fingers crossed we don't lose anything too important. Oh, we didn't lose anything. I guess we just lost a bit of money. Someone dropped you off at a clinic last night. You passed out from exhaustion. You can take better care of yourself and go to bed at a reasonable hour. 425 gold, not the steepest price, doctor. I'll take it. Let's see. We will have to go back to get our tools. We're mostly okay. Oh, we got some potatoes. I believe that's actually one of the forages we need for our bundle. We'll keep one of them. Yeah, definitely worth it. We got very lucky there. We can rest of the potatoes, go to the shipping bin. Let's see, still 4. At this point, we're just gonna have to dig around the area and see if we can get clay out of it. And do we really only have one white rice shoot? I think the rest of it is in the other chest up north. Also gotta check the calendar. Easter egg hunt should be very, very soon and around the corner. What do you think? Hello, Linus. I have no gifts for you because I'm not giving you my onion. Live out here by your choice, of course. I respect your choice, Linus. You do whatever pleases you. Now here's our rice shoots. Not rice shoots. Well, oh, it is a rice shoot. You know, when you think of shoots, you think of like little saplings that's already grown out of the ground, like bamboo shoots. But I guess in this context, it can still be called a shoot. And our inventory is filled up fast. I guess they're not really necessary. We'll leave them here for now. Or no, we'll leave the green onion here. The leek. Future food for the mines. Meantime, we're gonna leave the sneakers here, so whenever the Adventurers Guild's open, we'll put that in for some money. The hardwood necessary. We want to get the horse as soon as possible. And we're ready to get home and plant our 15 rice shoots. And then after that, I guess I'll just walk around for forageables. Not much else to do on the plants. Or unless, I guess we can check our luck-o-meter. Yeah. Oh dear, our chest is already packed full. Alright, no matter. Now then, as far as I'm aware, is in fact 2 tiles away from the water, if I remember correctly. Yes. There you go. One more. I do not know if you count. Counts. Yes. There you go. My rice shoots planted. Smell some more copper. And make more chests. So we're out of space. Time to separate our woody objects with our stones. Black as night, my friend. Oops, don't throw that away. We'll put our trash and meats in that chest too. Eggs, seeds considered tools, while still keeping the main chest. Alrighty. Just waiting to finish smelting one more batch before we head out. Nothing. Oh. Finally. You know what? This also makes for a good checkpoint. Oh, hi there. Doesn't have to be the Easter egg hunt. I'll save that for next time, I guess. What an eyesore. Yeah. This is the Pelican Town Community Center, or what's left of it anyways. It used to be the pride and joy of the town, always bustling with activity. Now, just look at it. It's shameful. These days, the young folks would rather sit in front of the TV than engage with the community. Yeah, I wonder why. Why not, Lewis? But listen to me, I sound like an old fool. JoJo corporations have been hounding me to sell them the land so they can turn it into a warehouse. Pelican Town could use the money, but there's something stopping me from selling it. I guess old-timers like me get attached to relics of the past. Well. If anyone else buys a JoJo Co. membership, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it. Here, let's go inside. What's this? I guess Vincent and Jazz must have been playing in here. This place is even more dilapidated than I remember. A green apple. Lois, look. What? Just kidding. I'm schizophrenic. What's the matter? Are you ill? No, not physically. You saw something? I wouldn't be surprised this place is full of rats. Gross. There it is. You're worrying me, Fragaria. Look, I think I'm going to head home. I need some lunch. Okay, you just leave me here with my green apples then. Yeah, I'll keep this place unlocked from now on. Maybe you can help catch that rat if you have some extra time. Gross. Strange. You do, he's tired of me. I'll have to come back and explore this building further. It's okay, Louis. I'll make you proud. I promise. Okay, let's go trigger. Hello, yellow apples. This that's what it says. As far as I'm concerned. Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm gonna use that lunch excuse even at 6 a.m. in the morning or 9 p.m. in the afternoon. At evening. So, you know, it's lunchtime. Bye. Late lunch. Hello, Linus. Oh, what, you don't want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to you either. But that we accidentally took our sword with us last time. That's why we had so little inventory space. No wonder. Adventure. Girl, how much are we? We have to be very close. Literally 2 slimes away from being initiated. Alright. That sneaker is gonna stay in the chest for a little while longer then. I guess we'll just go back home and clean up our farm for the rest of the time. I also can't wait to get the hot springs unlocked. Having that feature is fantastic. Some more copper. I believe we just need 30 copper and then we're set. No, we actually need way more than that. What am I talking about? There's so many crafting recipes, especially the, what is it? What's it called? I don't think we have unlocked it. The thing that collects tree syrup. That's what it is. Also needs copper. What am I doing? Yes. This is what I was doing. Time to go chop down some more trees, mine some more stones. Our cat's gonna be extremely dehydrated, but it's okay. He can drink out of ponds. Got little puddles around the farm for him to take sips of water from. Now, speaking of which, there you are. A little miso soup. And miso powder. For the lack of water. Hello. Meow. Out. See if I have any food. Not likely though. We'll just have to go foraging again. At least our copper's ready. Alright, off we go. Collect everything and anything the mountains give us. Yeah, the traveling merchant is very helpful, but we don't really have the money to spare since we're trying to save up for the strawberry seeds. So, traveling merchants will have to wait a while before we buy stuff from her. Seeds are always welcomed. Free money. Get that wheat out of here. Makes the place look clean and tidy as well. Can't wait until it's salmon season, salmon berry season. As soon as that season passes, our energy issue just goes away from the amounts of berries we get to eat. Or we'll be missing a few warmy spots today, unfortunately, because we're completely out of energy as we come out here. But I do think warmy spots actually stay warmy for a day or two. Usually. I mean, sometimes they disappear, but usually they're there the day after, so you can still come back and get them. We have gotten everything. No more grass for us to harvest. Oh well, there's some on a farm actually. Get everything we can reach. clean farm is a happy farm. Alright, and on to our last corner. Oh, and of course, Grandpapa's shrine. I might as well visit it while we're here. Alright, we'll get the rest of the weeds another day. Can't see anything anymore. Fargaria, wait for my return on the dawn of your 3rd year. Grandpa. Grandpa's shrine. How ominous. I guess even up, or maybe down where he is, he's still got a sense of time. Wherever he went. I don't judge. Oh, hello, Drifter. Well, thank you so much for dropping by. Unfortunately, you have caught us on our tail end of the stream, but yeah, welcome, welcome, though. Good to see you, definitely. Hopefully the day's been going well for you. As usual. I will try to stream tomorrow. It's gonna be a very busy day since it's Mother's Day here in the USA. But, you know, as long as I'm able to, if I find myself having the time, I will stream. The storm's finally passed, huh? It's been raining there for like a whole week, my friend. Hopefully things haven't gone too moldy and soggy. Alright, anyways. That's that for Stardew. Oh yes, I believe, yeah, in the other continents, today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone's mom. 13 days, my god. Oh, I can't even imagine. It rains like maybe half an hour here the most in California. I cannot imagine 13 days. That's way too long. Way too long for me to handle. Anyways, that's that for me today. I'll see you guys next time, whenever I have time. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see though. Bye-bye for now.